It's Patty, Rockstar Mom, and I bet you money this is the biggest haul I have ever had since I started my YouTube channel. It's like all of a sudden I was either getting things in or seeing things that I couldn't live without, or on the spot, oh, I definitely can't live without that. Almost every single one of them I absolutely love. A couple of things I'm real iffy about, and I will let you know what they are. So with that being said, let's just get this party started. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I have quite a bit of clothes. Now, let me say, I am in a huge hurry trying to get this filmed today because we are leaving day after tomorrow to go to Arkansas to see the twins. They just turned 6 months old. You know, we FaceTime with them, at least every couple of days, and they're constantly taking pictures with their phones of them, and they send them to us automatically. So it's not like we don't know what they look like and how cute they are, but we haven't had the opportunity, or for me, in 3 months. I went to visit them 3 months ago, but for 3 months, I haven't been able to hold them, and I just need to hold them and put lots of kisses on them. That's all I can say. So we're looking forward to that. We're going to see our almost 5 up in Minnesota later in October. We're going to fly up there. We're driving to Arkansas. It's about an 8-hour drive for us. But we are flying to Minnesota. We haven't seen them. It'll be 2 years Thanksgiving. And again, we FaceTime and we see pictures of them, but it's just not the same. It is just not. And you know, if you're a grandparent, you know, it's just not the same. So I'm trying to get this video out as fast as I can. I am not going to be able to show you these clothes on my body, modeling them. Now, if I have time later today to put some things on, I will put them on for you and do a real quick little modeling segment probably at the end of this video if I have time. But I at least wanted to show you these because they're things I picked up over the weekend, and probably if you want them, you need to get to the stores and get them if you have access to them. I probably won't be able to link any of these. We're just going to see. We're just going to see. But I want to show you some things, first of all, that was sent to me. And the first thing, and you know I have been wearing these headbands for many years now. I found these girls by accident at a holiday fair in Panama City Beach, a women's holiday house, and I had never heard of them. I loved it. I bought it and showed it on my channel, and they've become insanely popular. And I know many of you have these, and they're the square hairbands. The girls who own square hairbands sent me the brand spanking new colors. They had lots of requests for a purple and a dark blue. I think that's what it is, and this is the purple one. And in case you're not familiar with square hairbands, they're made like sunglasses to fit on your head, so that if you want to wear them, you know, how often do we put our sunglasses on our heads to hold our hair back? And that's what this is. They are as comfortable as a pair of sunglasses. So I got these. And, oops, let me get all the cellophane off. They're slightly, these are purple, these are blue. You can see, slight difference. But these have the rhinestones on the sides. Now, the girls at Square Hairbands have a deal for you. It's just an ongoing deal. This link is always in my description bar. It never goes away because they will always honor my discount code. Or it's either a discount code or it's just free shipping. I can't remember what it is, but look below and you'll see just exactly what it is. They're not expensive. They're, I think, between maybe $10, $12, something like that. The neat thing about these is that these are wonderful gifts, and we're coming up on Christmas. Can you believe that? These are great stocking stuffers. They're for your daughters, your granddaughters, your nieces, your next door neighbor, your best friend. They're just neat little gifts that even if you don't wear headbands out and about, I bet you do something to pull your hair back when you wash your face or put your makeup on. So they're perfect. They're just perfect. I think I have these in every color and every style that they have ever come out with. So go visit the girls at Square Hairbands. They're wonderful. The next thing that I was sent, and I was tickled pink to get these, and you're going to see me using these in an upcoming video, but Angie, and I think probably all of you know Angie from Hot and Flashy. Angie has been on YouTube longer than I have. She is huge, a very large channel. But Angie recently did a collaboration with BK Beauty. You've seen me talk about those. Well, Angie had an opportunity to, as I said, collaborate with them, and she did her own set of brushes. And I want to show them to you. I got them in a couple of days ago, and by the way, they sent me these and told me that if I want to show them, I can show them. I don't have to show them. It's up to me, but I did want you to see them because you're going to be seeing a lot of YouTubers showing and talking about these brushes. Immediately when I saw Angie talk about these before I received them, I knew that there was something about these brushes that was pretty unique for us older women, very mature women, and that is that they're tiny. Not the handles, but the brush heads themselves, not every one of them. But when we're doing our eye makeup, we have, at least I do, this loose skin on my eyelids. And I don't want to pull and tug on it. I want brushes that will just sort of fit right in the corner or put a little color right where I want it, because I am so over all of the cut creases and the lines and 49 colors on my eyes. I think it is wonderful. It is beautiful, but it's just not for me. So these brushes I realized were going to be really, really small so that I can get in the areas that I need to use them for, to get color right where I need it and nowhere else. And for that reason alone, I think these are perfect for really maturing eyes. The other thing she did, which I absolutely love, because y'all have seen me a million times, put my concealer on, and then I take my big brush that I put my foundation on and I pat it under, and I'm trying to manipulate it to get that big brush under my eye area. She did the 506, A506, A is for Angie, and this is a under eye concealer brush, or just a concealer brush, and look at the shape of it. And it's small, you can see. But I think it's the shape of it that I like, and the size. But you can put your concealer on, and I'm looking in my viewfinder there, and then just barely pat and smooth it out. And you can get right here in the crease of your nose, right here. Just any small place that you need to get to conceal. Love this one. And then she has, I think the A507, I believe, let me look and see what this is. It's an angled brush, yes, but you can use this for blush or powder. Brushes, you can interchange them and use them for all different reasons and all different things. Whatever works for you and your face. I'm keeping this until I get real familiar with them. And by the way, it's a 7-piece set. But she included this card, and it lists the brushes and Like the A501 is a lid shader. 502, the crease shader. So she lists all 7 of them and the names of them. I really like that. Thank you, Angie, for doing that. Now, I want to tell you, these brushes are pricey. They're a little over $100. They're pricey. And I know these brushes are not going to be in everybody's budget. But here's what I was thinking. Don't feel like you can't have them. What you might think about doing, since we're getting close to Christmas, is if you have children, if you have your husband, this would be something that I would ask my children to go in together and buy me for Christmas. I would be really happy to have these brushes as a Christmas present. And I think that would be a great way for you to get them. I love them. I love the gray handles. And these, I haven't looked, but I believe these brushes are a little bit longer this way than the BK Beauty brushes. But I want to thank Angie for sending me these. I do appreciate it, Angie. And Angie has given us a discount, actually, so I'm going to have that in the description bar. And, you know, if you think you want them, if you think you want to try them, that link will be there with a discount. I can't remember what it is. If you think that you want to ask maybe your children, say, for these for Christmas, maybe they can all go in together and get you these for Christmas. That link will be in my description box. Love them. I absolutely love these. Since I got those BK Beauty brushes, I have been using those an awful lot, and I've had these now for about 3 days, I think, and I have used them. In fact, I used them today for this look. That's why they look dirty. But I have been using them, and I really do like them. They are so soft. Just so soft, and they just don't pull and tug. Now, if I rubbed really hard, yes, they would, but they don't. I love them. Let's talk about a couple of, actually 3 products that I purchased that I don't like, and I will tell you why. I have been using for long before I started YouTube to wash my face, to cleanse my face every day, every morning, every night. I use the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. I buy it in the great big jug with a pump. Sits on my vanity. I have one in my shower, and I use that to cleanse my face. It doesn't affect the pH balance of my skin. My skin feels clean. I know my skin is clean after I use it. It doesn't burn my eyes. It gets every bit of makeup off. You know, I don't know, after you use something for so long, you just want to try something new. And I have heard so many people talk about the CeraVe Hydrating Cream to Foam Cleanser, and this is for normal to dry skin. I purchased this about 3 weeks ago, and I knew the first time I used it, I didn't like it. I like that it's foamy, and it seemed to cleanse my face really well, but I didn't like the way my skin felt afterwards. Also, as hard as I tried, it would get into my eyes some way, and it burned my eyes. And I knew right off the bat, anything that burns my eyes, I'm not going to use. I'm not going to put near my eyes. So this is not being used anymore for cleansing my face. What I am using it for is to clean my brushes. And it seems to, if I don't let my brushes go more than a couple of days without cleaning them, this works just fine for it. But for me personally, no, it didn't work. The second thing, and this pains me to no end, because I am crazy about Wayne Goss. Wayne is just one of my very favorite people on YouTube. And I am so excited, that he has come out with his own line of brushes. I haven't tried them. I'm sure they're wonderful. And he's coming out with makeup and color cosmetics. And I saw this advertised. I hadn't bought anything from him, but I saw this advertised and reviewed. and I decided I would try it, and it's this eyeshadow palette. It's called the Luxury Eye Palette. Pearl Moonstone is the color way on it. Whoops. It is a beautiful compact, and it is a beautiful, beautiful color palette, but it does not work for me. I just knew that I could wear especially these three right here. This one, and this one. Maybe this pink. And I could line with the black. This I knew I would never wear. But you can see I took a gouge out of this. They just don't show up on my eyes. I've been wearing a lot of really cool pinks and just some color right in the corner of my eye. But I've tried different combinations of these, and it just does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. So I really hate that. I really do hate it. I'm going to take it with me. I think my daughter-in-law might like this. So I'm taking this to see if she would like it. And it was pricey. It was really pricey. But I'll list it below just in case you think and I tell you what it is. It's not that it's his palette or that it's not good. It's that those colors were just not good for me. They just weren't good for me at all. And so that was all about me. It's a beautiful palette. Beautiful. The next thing. I don't know about you, but let me resituate here. I don't know about you, but I have had this thing happening to me. Look at this hair. It's falling down in my eyes. Let's just try this. This won't stay up. It keeps falling. There we go. Okay. I don't know about you, but as I get out more and more, and I'm always masking, being very, very careful to mask when I'm going into a store, I have noticed a few weeks ago that I was breaking out right along my chin line right here. Here and a couple of places over here. Now, when I tell you, I have old skin, real old skin. My skin is normal to dry. But I can count on one hand the number of pimples or breakouts I've had in my life. I've just never had them. But it was just right here, and they itched. And I finally decided, well, I saw something on the internet that there's this new phenomenon, I guess, and it's called maskne, like acne, but maskne. And it can be caused from wearing a mask. That people who always wore masks, doctors, nurses, your dental hygienist, people like that, have had this before, but they're seeing it more and more because most people are wearing their mask. And because it was right here, that really led me to believe that maybe that's where the mask is rubbing. And then too, I was thinking, you know, I put my makeup on every day. Then if I go out, I put my mask on. Nobody sees the bottom half of my face. So I thought maybe I would try a tinted moisturizer. And just so that I would have a little bit of coverage and have a little bit of color and that I could wear that, especially just doing my everyday things. So I went into Ulta the other day and was looking around, and there was a beautiful young woman at the Lancome counter or section, and so I walked over to see what they had, and since especially thinking that she could recommend something, and I told her what I wanted, and she immediately told me about this, and it's the Skin Feels Good Oxonate Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 23 Hydrating Skin Tint Healthy Glow. Wow, is that a mouthful? I raised my mask up just a little bit. And by the way, I showed her this and she said, that's what you got. You got mask knee. But anyway, She did do a little color on me, and I'm in the 02C, which is natural blonde. And you know what? She, put it right there, and I thought, oh, that's good, that's good. So I bought it. And this is what it looks like. It's in a pump. Well, this is going back. And I'll tell you why. By the time I got enough coverage to cover my dark spots, I might as well have put a foundation on. There was no difference. I put on a light coat, and I could still see those spots through. And I put on another one, then I put on another one. I put on 3 coats to get any kind of coverage at all to cover these spots. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well be wearing a foundation. So this is going back. If you, the feel of it is beautiful. On my 3 coats on my face is beautiful, the finish of it. But I just don't want to have to do 3 coats of it. All right. You probably saw this in the title. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. If you are a girly girl like me, I am the ultimate girly girl. I bought something Saturday. There's a little flea market about 30 miles, I guess, 30 minutes, say, north of us. And we'd been there a couple of times before, and Jim had bought a couple of things there. I think I bought some blue bowl or something there, or a water pitcher. But we decided Saturday morning we would just drive up and see what they had. So we get there, and we start in one direction, and Jim goes on way ahead of me. He's just sort of like this, and I'm stopping at every booth and looking because I have some things that I am always on the lookout for. So I'm really looking for things that I either collect or know that I want. And I'm just taking my time, and I got about 8 or 10 booths from the door and made the corner. And I glanced over, and it was like I did a double take. Oh my, is all I can say. I saw these staring me in the face. Look. These are vintage Prada shoes with the little kitten heel. They're green and white gingham, just a baby gingham with the little flowers on them, a little fringe detail right here. And the toe. I did not know this, but this is, I looked it up, and this is called, I think, a dolphin nose toe, or just a dolphin toe, but it's that shape. It makes the shoe look really, really long. Well, when they caught my eye, I walked straight over to them and looked at them. First of all, I looked at the price, and they were $159. Now, the backs of them are really worn, you can tell. But, the inside has been worn a little bit. You can tell that somebody's foot has been in there, but it's relatively clean. Then I looked at the size, and it's a 36 European size, which is what I wear. I can wear 36s and some 37s, but it was a 36, which is basically a 6.5. In fact, the tag on them said 6 to 7. They were to die for. I put my purse down, had my camera, put my camera down, had to try them on. I tried them on, and they were a perfect fit. And I sat there, or stood there, trying to justify $159. I walked away from them. And I went on meandering, and I finally caught up with Jim. And I said, come back, I want to show you something, if they're still there. And he said, what? And I said, well, I just want to show you. And by the way, they've got here, they're authentic. Prada, made in Italy. This is Prada, made in Italy. So I took him back to the booth, and I said several things on that table. And I said, Jim, look at that table, and you tell me what on that table has my name all over it. And he looked, and he went, well, I don't know. He said, please tell me it's not that picture. It was a pencil drawing of Angelina Jolie, big. He said, please tell me it's not that picture. And I said, well, it's not that picture. But what on that table really looks like me? And he looked again, and he said, those shoes. And I said, well, I'm struggling with whether or not to buy them. He said, how much are they? And I told him, and he said, well, Patty, it's your money. He said, if you want them, buy them. And I thought, okay, I think I'm going to buy them. And about that time, a woman and her husband walked up, and she walked straight over to me, and she looked down at my feet. I had them on. I was trying them on, and she said, are you buying those? I said, I am, as a matter of fact. And she said, oh, darn. If you change your mind, let me know. Please find me in the store. But had I been 10 minutes later, she would have had these shoes, and I wouldn't. I will wear these. But here's the best part. When I got ready to pay for them, I hadn't paid any attention to signs in that store. When I got ready to pay for them, she rang it up, she said $80 and some odd cents. And I said, what? They were $159. And she said, well, everything in the store today is 50% off. So $80. And I will wear these shoes. Now, I'm not going to wear them anytime I think it might rain, but I will wear these little shoes occasionally. I'll take very good care of them. These shoes are going to be saved, and they're going to be going to one of my granddaughters. Probably the one that I see that is the most like me. But I love them. I just love them. I sent a picture of them to my sister, and she came back and she said, you know, Patty, you need to display those in your little jewelry armoire. Bingo. So that's where they're living. And I tell you, this is funny. Here's my sales tickets for them, my sales receipts. And I just stuffed them down in the toe so that maybe in 50 years, one of my granddaughters will find that receipt. Hopefully she might try to wear them. I love them. Oh, I did search. It took me forever. I searched every site online that I could possibly find just to see if they had any value to them. You know, I'm not a big thrifter. I love a good deal. No, don't get me wrong, I love a good deal. I love things that are old. But I don't buy things thinking, oh, this is worth this, or I paid $10 for it and it's worth $5,000. That's not who I am. I just like a good deal on things that I like. But I thought, and again, I truly believe that I don't care what you find on the internet. You may have bought them for $60. The one pair I found, the only pair I could find like this, were $750. Now, would I pay $750 for them? No. Would anybody I know pay $750 for them? No. How long have they been on that site selling for $750? Who knows? Something is only worth what someone else is willing to pay for it. That's how I look at it. I think it's great when you get a good price on something, and if you're buying things to resell them, you know, that's fine. I didn't buy these to resell, but I bought them to look at and enjoy. Let's look at some clothes. I went in Marshall's a couple of days ago, Sunday as a matter of fact, and found a couple of things that if you have a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx in your area, you may find these if you get in there. The first is, it didn't come as a set, they were separates, but obviously they match. This is by Degree, 90 Degree, and it is a black sweatshirt that is quilted. And I know black is so hard to see, but it's covers my behind, and this was $14.99. They had it in gray, which I would have bought gray over black in a heartbeat, but either I can't remember if they had the top, they didn't have the pants in my size. I believe that's what it was. They had the top in my size, but they didn't have the pants. But here are the pants. And they're the same fabric. They're just sweats, but they're different. They've got that quilted. And I'll try to hold that so maybe you can see the quilt. And these were $16.99. So I will, when it gets chilly, I will get a lot of wear out of those. As I was walking, getting ready to go pay, I saw this. And it had my name written all over it. Look at this. It's another sweatshirt. And look at the design and the color. Oh my gosh. I hope this is true. This color is true because I'm looking in the viewfinder, and the color in the viewfinder really is a good match for what this is. But this is it. And again, it covers my bottom. And it's slit on the sides just a little bit where the ribbing is. We'll see, no pockets. But it's a sweatshirt. And this was, oh, by the way, this is by Ocean Drive. And it was $16.99. So I looked at I normally would wear a large, and I looked at that large, and it was huge. It was huge. So I had a basket, so I looked over and I put this in my basket just in case, but to see if they had a medium, and they had a medium. They did not have a small, but I got the medium, and I will tell you, this is big on me. I mean, it's a good that it's a sweatshirt. It's going to be sort of slouchy, but it is still big, a medium. So I had that, and I thought, I can't believe there's no pants to match it. And I went back to where the pants were and started looking for something, maybe just a pair of sweatpants that I could wear with that. And I found these. And these are just, in fact, these are Rachel Zoe. And I got these in a large. They were $19.99. And look, they're just so soft. But look at this. This is almost an exact match for the ribbing on this sweatshirt. So I bought those. Listen, there's something I forgot to show you, and it was this bracelet. Look at this. This is butterflies. just a circle of butterflies. This came from the Vintage Bombshell here on YouTube. I will link her information below and her store. She is a thrifter, and she buys things not only for herself but for resale. She has a jewelry sale once a month on her website, and for the most part it's vintage jewelry. However, recently she's found some artisans who are making beautiful jewelry, and it's new, and she's carrying a few pieces, and this is one of the pieces she's carrying. And I do know that she still has a couple of these. So, or she did. So if something like that appeals to you, go over and see Selena at the Vintage Bombshell. And again, I'll link her information. That was a score. Get rid of this. Okay, and then we have Walmart. Listen, you need to get to Walmart. These are all sweatshirts and some pants. Sweatshirts. And this is the Time and True brand. These are sweatshirts, but they're lightweight sweatshirts. And this is sort of a, I don't know what you would call this blue, but again, they cover my bottom. They are slit on the side, and I got the extra large in this. I tend to wear bigger sizes in Walmart clothes. $11.98. My Walmart had a lot of these in different colors. I bought two. This is the other color I bought. And you can see it, they're just super soft. Super soft. But the same thing. Extra large. So like that. This also came from Walmart, and it's the Time and True brand, and I got the extra large in this. Now this is really thin. It's like a top, but it's thin, but it's sort of tie-dyed. Covers my bottom, just a little crew neck, and this was $9.98. I mean, I could sleep in this. It's that thin and that soft. In fact, I may. And then another one like it, just like it, except it's a leopard print. Okay, this is the last top, and I think, yep, this came from TJ Maxx, and it's the Lucky brand, and I got a large in this, and it's $19.99. And this is that waffle knit. It's sort of up on the sides, and it's a little bit lower in the back than in the front, but again, it covers my bottom. Now, let me look right here. Okay. From Walmart again, I found these, and they are the Time and True, and they're those high-rise stretch-fitted leggings that sort of feel like denim, but they're not, you know. And these are sort of a light gray. I got these in a large, and they were $12.96. And then I bought the same thing in this dark charcoal. Very same thing. And a lot of the tops that I just showed you, especially these two, look at these, you know, can go. Well, the pink, I mean, any of this can go with those pants. And then I was at Target, and I saw these. I rarely shop at Target, I just don't. But I saw these, and I thought, I'll take them home. And this is not something I'd normally wear, this style of pants, but I thought, I'll just try them. You know, we're getting ready to fly to Minneapolis, and I thought this might be good to wear on the airplane. They would be really comfortable. They're by A New Day, and I got these in a large, and they were $20. And they're a dark gray, but they're just a knit pant with elastic in the legs. Or not elastic in the legs, elastic in the waist. But as I said, they're a large. And then the last thing, and I got these at TJ Maxx, and they're just a little jogger. They are by Workshop, and I got these in a large. I just don't want my pants tight, and they were $19.99. They're just a really soft knit. You can tell they've got enough body, but they've got side pockets. They've got pockets, well, pretend pockets. Let me see. Yeah, pretend pockets in the back. If you stayed with me this long, you'll agree that is probably the biggest haul I've ever had. I usually try to break things up, but I had all this, and I thought if I don't go ahead and show it to you, I may forget that I haven't shown it to you. And so I wanted you to be able to see it, especially these clothes, because the Walmart stuff, very likely you can find it at your local Walmart, or at least one of them. I would say look, and if you have a TJ Maxx or a Marshalls, you might find some of this other things, at a Target for sure. As I said, I rarely buy anything from Target. Target clothes generally just don't fit me, and I'm not too keen on the styles of them sometimes. I think if I were younger, I would be shopping there a lot. As I've said, you're just my besties, you're my girlfriends, you're rock stars, each and every one of you. I have a request. I have not done this in a while. I have not told you about another channel, but I want to do this. There is someone that you probably already follow. The chances are real good that most of you already subscribe to her. And I mean subscribe, not just watch her videos, but subscribe. And that's Tammy. Tammy used to be Uppy's Beads when she first started her channel, and then she changed her channel name to, I believe it's Ageless Beauty. I'll put her information and a link to her channel below. But listen, when you've been on YouTube as long as we have been, your channel's growing, and when you hit milestones in growth, it becomes really, really important. It becomes satisfying. It tells those of us who are content creators that all of the work we've done over all of these years is finally paying off. It was for something. We hope that it's for you, but it needs to be for us too. Tammy is very, very close to having 200,000 subscribers. I mean, she's about that close. I mean, she's right there. Go over to Tammy's channel. If you don't subscribe to her, go over to her channel. Watch this video. You'll know she's one of us. Number one, well, let me say this. Tammy is without a doubt, and I don't think there's any question about it, one of absolutely the most beautiful women on YouTube. Young, mature, aging, you name it, she's right there in that top few of the most beautiful women on YouTube. She has a beautiful heart too. So go over to Tammy's channel, watch this video, and I think you'll like her well enough to go ahead and subscribe to her. Help put her over that 200,000 subscriber mark. It's a big deal. And I know it's a big deal for Tammy. And I know she'll appreciate it, and I'll appreciate it that you did it for her and for me. Yeah, subscribe to my channel too if you haven't. So that's it. Don't forget to go out and be kind. Just be as kind as you can be today. Know that I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.